I think people forget that on YouTube, people can edit things and clip things to the point where you really don't even know who you're talking to. You really don't even know if the people you admire and that you're getting information from can actually speak on anything. You know, whether they're just reading from notes, how much it's scripted, what kind of brains they have, or personality for that matter. So live, if someone can talk and have substance and um, draw your attention. That's important. So I'm going to talk about fame for no reason, right? Because I'm not famous. But I always thought I wanted to be famous, and fame is an interesting thing because I decided I would never want to be famous unless it was one of two types. The two types would be this. So there's fame that's based on nothing, and that's a recent thing. In the past, you could become famous pretty much for a good reason. Now you can be famous for no good reason. So I guess as an example, I'm old. I don't, I can't. But the probably the quintessential famous person who's famous for no reason would be like Kim Kardashian, right? So Kim Kardashian, I would hate to be famous like Kim Kardashian. Hate it. I would hate to be famous like Kim Kardashian. I would, however, to draw a parallel with somebody associated with her, to be famous like Kanye West. Now, I don't like Kanye West. Kanye West is a buffoon to me, but Kanye West has talent. That's, you can't dispute that. And the people who like Kanye West and like his music really love it, in fact. Love it so much so that it doesn't matter how clownish he acts or what he does, he's forgiven. And that is something serious, substantial, everlasting, eternal. You know, when you're achieve fame through art, whether it's acting, um, or even through a sport or these kinds of things, or accomplishments, right? Achievements. When you do that, you actually become your art. So when people smile at you and love to see you, no, it's not you that they're loving, but it's your art. You've become the thing that you love, the thing that you've strived for. Not by the same token, again, just like you can be famous for nothing at all, you can also be famous for something that you don't love and you don't respect and that you feel badly about. And there's people out there like that too that have um, gotten famous for things that are just not um, achievements, either from talent or hard work. Okay, so but going back to the whole thing, why I don't want to be famous, and you're like, ooh, you don't want to be Kim Kardashian. Why? You don't want to have a home video porn release of you. I mean, think about this too. Someone has all this money. She has all this money. You have all the money. You're already kind of famous in a way. You'll enjoy all the things famous people enjoy. You didn't have to like become famous off a sex tape, right? But that aside, I'm the kind of person where I feel like, I don't feel understood. I don't feel like people know me. I don't feel like my own family knows me. I can't even see a therapist because I get frustrated that the therapist doesn't know me and I'm sitting there talking forever. You talk forever to somebody and you feel like they don't know you. That sucks. So imagine, and I don't know that many people. I don't have really any friends or anything else. So I'm just imagining that times, several thousand, hundreds of thousands, right? To have that many more people not know me would be horrible. But again, back to being famous for an achievement, for being a great artist. If you can handle the fact that people still don't know you, you might appreciate that you've become something better. You become something more, right? So in my case, for me, if I was famous for music or something like this, or some kind of art, that would be great because I don't, I don't think that highly of myself a lot of the times. My self esteem is not great. But if I could be my art, if people can see me and see my art, this thing that I work hard at, that I'm talented at, that I've achieved, that I've feel great about, that I love doing, that makes me happy, then that's a win. Um, in that case, so people seeing you for your great achievements is a good thing. So no, I wouldn't mind being famous in that way. If I achieved something great and was famous for it, that'd be perfect. But being Kim Kardashian would be like that's like being in hell, you know. It's like it's not like being famous for being the school shooter or being a serial killer, right? You know what I mean? Or being a Unabomber or terrorist. You know, you'll be forever remembered, as something evil and terrible. But it's again, I just don't want to be known by everybody when I don't feel like I could be known anyway by anyone in my own life now. So that's it. That's all about fame, and I'm finished. That was live. It was disjointed. I was like medium articulate. I might not have gotten my point across. I didn't really. I mean, why was I even talking about what I was talking about in the first place? Just because that's how I talk, and that's why I like to make videos. So I try to. I always have this thought that like what nobody watches my videos ever, but if I were suddenly die tomorrow or now, whatever, I would not want people to like scroll through my YouTube videos and be like, oh, he just played a bunch of songs on guitar that weren't very good and he didn't know how to play guitar. And I wouldn't want people to look through my videos and be like, oh, he just got drunk and just like made a bunch of commentary on current events that were, ill-informed and didn't make a lot of sense. I wouldn't want that either. And I wouldn't want people to say like, oh, he was trying to speak Spanish. Oh, he was, but if I can have a bunch of videos of me playing guitar and getting drunk and making commentary on social matters and then doing videos like this and then doing a whole bunch of other different things, it's like, oh, now all of a sudden, I'm eclectic and interesting, mediocre all the same, but at least there's I'm not one dimensional. So there's that. And you're like, well, no one watches your videos. I don't understand. Because when you don't feel like you're known or anyone understands you and nobody gets you, and it's, if you're going to leave something behind, you might as well just leave behind enough for some semblance of yourself. At least some semblance that can be grasped by somebody willing to actually listen and investigate it. Not that anyone ever would, but it's there. You know what I'm saying? It's there. Why not? Why would you die without a kind of written account of or verbal account of yourself? Anyway, now it's time to stop being live. Now this is where live goes bad. Should have never done it. Bad. Bye.